So here's how to tweet from a sheet. Now, this is actually really simple for you. It was not so simple for me because, yes, I had AI help me write it, but AI was not writing it correctly and kept getting some errors and some failures. So I'm going to walk through a few of the things that I think you'll need in order to be able to tweet from a sheet yourself. So if you're watching this on bettersheets.co, then down below is this exact sheet and this exact app script that you're going to need in order to tweet from a sheet. And here's what we do. We write a tweet in column A, and when we send it, it's going to give us a timestamp of when it's sent. It's going to give us the ID of that tweet because maybe later we want to create replies or quote tweets or whatever. But also, we'll get a URL, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to edit the script so we get that URL. It's actually pretty simple, but you'll need your... Now, also, the extent of how this works is you select a line that you've written a tweet on, you go up to the X or Twitter custom menu that I've created here, and you tweet an active row. Now, what else can this do? It can also tweet on schedule. You can schedule your tweets here, but like we will need to add more stuff to that. And if you want to add more automations and triggers, you're going to want to watch the whole, or not the whole one, but the lessons in Spreadsheet Automation 101. Why that's important is because you'll be able to read this script, you'll be able to edit it, and you'll be able to create the triggers you need to do, which are just a few clicks away, but I just want to focus on you getting over to Spreadsheet Automation 101 and learning that. But here, this is how we set it up. I'm going to also go through the script, but I'm also going to go through a few of the things that you need to do on the developer side of X or Twitter that are a little clunky. So what you're going to end up needing in your script is the API key secret, access token, and access token secret. These last two, little bit complicated, but I'm going to show you how to get it really, really, really easily. Here are the notes that I'm going to go through later, but I want to just walk through this script very quickly because it's not that complicated. On open, we're going to add this menu, and this menu can be anything you want. This text here, X/Twitter, could be any text. You can say post on X/Twitter or post on Twitter. You don't even have to use X. The add item, this tweet active row, is activate the function tweet active row. So that needs to stay the same. And that's going to be right here, function tweet active row. I'm going to save this right now because I've edited it. And in order to edit this on open and actually see it, I'm going to have to actually close this app script, go over to the sheet, and refresh the sheet. So if you ever do those changes, just know you have to actually refresh the sheet and save your changes. There it is, post on Twitter. So go back to extensions app script. Here we will keep going. Tweet active row. We're just going to get the active sheet that we're on, get the row. We're going to get the value in the first column. So this (1) is the first column, meaning A. If your column of tweets are in a different column, just change this 1 to whatever actual column it is. And if there is no tweet, it'll say no tweet text found. So like if we go here, let's say we're on this row. Post on Twitter, tweet active row. We will have to authorize it, and then it'll tell you it can't do it. So we will get the ID by posting it. So what this is doing is it's going to a custom function called post tweet, and we're going to take that text that we have here, and we're going to tweet it. When we come back at the end of this, we're going to put a timestamp in column 2. We're going to put the ID in column 3, and I'm going to show you in this video how to add the URL. So we're going to add a URL here. Add URL in column 4. What we're going to need there is a username. So we're going to have a global function here, username. This one can't be on Twitter if you want to check me out. There we go. Now let's go to this custom function. It's taking this text of this tweet and it's posting it and getting back an ID. So here we've written function, post tweet, has some text. It's going to api.twitter.com/2/tweets. This is the URL it's going to send to. The what it's going to send is the payload, and that's a JSON of, here's the text, the headers. Now this was probably like the most complicated part. We need to like build a OAuth header with all of this stuff up here. And that is a whole nother function. So we create the header of authorization saying we're authorized to post for this person. And here's all the options here. This is the method that we're doing, the content type of our action, our payload, and our header all together. Send it. Now what we get back, we're going to send it through this URL fetch app, and what we get back is a code that says, is it correct or not? And we get a body. We get some information back. And if we we go into that body and we say, hey, it's JSON, let's parse it, and let's go to the data, and let's go to the ID and find it and return it. That's all that's doing. So it's all sending that stuff and then getting back an ID. So let's skip down to this build out header. This one is a little crunchy. It's sort of doing a lot of stuff for us, but it's just taking these API key, access token, it's turning it into a HMAC SH1. It's like an encrypted way to send data. It's taking the API keys, putting them in the right format, in the right place, getting back signatures, and it's using, this was sort of the chunky, complicated part, is basically when I wrote this script originally, it was not using the correct utility. So in Google Sheets and AppScript, there's only a few of these utilities that are computing this signature. And we needed to actually set up that, hey, use SHA1, and here's the information, and here's the signing key. Again, the signing key is just these secret stuff here. And we're going to get that really, really soon. So you're going to get an API key, you're going to get an access token, and all the secrets, and you're going to put them in here. Now, I want to be very, very clear. This is not, this AppScript and this Google Sheet is not a safe place to put this stuff. I just want to mention it here. If you're sharing your sheet. But if you're not sharing your sheet, if you are keeping your sheet restricted, you're not sharing it with anyone, if you are just writing your own tweets and you just want to schedule them and you don't want to pay for a schedule, this is perfect for you. But if you are sending this to, let's say, freelancers or people in your same company, and you're saying, hey, write the tweets here, and then I'll send them, and then you're just getting this AppScript to do it, it's not safe. It's not safe at all. People can access your AppScript and see your secrets, and they're going to charge you money because the Twitter API charges you money. So don't share these information. Now, there are a few ways to share this sheet exactly as it is and have these tokens somewhere else. You can access those. Again, that's why I would recommend you take the course Spreadsheet Automation 101, because if we use the URL fetch app to another sheet, we can get another sheet here. We can put all this stuff in another sheet and then access it through that. Again, keep that sheet secret. But you're going to run into some problematic situations where you need to run it as yourself. You need to set up sort of automations that run as yourself, and then anyone can access it. So I just recommend not doing that. Cool. So we got our header. We got our tweet out. Now, how do we get these pieces of information? So we're going to go on to Twitter. By the way, this is the tweet I wrote. I'm writing this inside of a Google Sheet, tweeting from a sheet, and I did that just to show you that there was a actual tweet from the sheet. But we're going to go to console.x.com. We're going to go to our accounts, and you're going to need to create an app. The app has its own keys. That is the API key and API key secret. Then you're going to go to this page, which is apps. You're going to select, you can select any number of apps you have. This is the most complicated part. Select your app. Over on the right side, you will see OAuth 1.0 keys, and you will also see OAuth 2.0 keys. Ignore 2.0. Go to OAuth 1.0, and I've already generated mine, but you will need to click generate, and it'll ask you, like, are you sure you want to regenerate, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I want the keys. This is your second part of this, the access token and access token secret. Okay, so these OAuth keys that you create after you create the app, this will be those two pieces. So you need 4 pieces of information. 2 of those is when you create the app, and the second 2 pieces, or the third and fourth 2 pieces, are here. OAuth 1.0. It was super confusing for me. Look at me. I created the OAuth 2.0 keys, and I was like, yeah, that'll work. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, over on the left side, make sure you go to billing and get some credits. So here, I've bought $5 of credits, and I've already gone through 2 cents because I posted 2 times. It's like about a cent per post. So make sure you have credits. Make sure you actually get the OAuth 1.0 keys here, and you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go to tweet this. So let's add one more thing to the outcome of this, and we're going to post, what is it here? Add URL in the 4th column. So we're going to go spreadsheet app.getActiveSpreadsheet, active sheet, get range, row, that's just the variable that we have right now, row 4, set value. And now we want a tweet URL. So we're going to create a variable tweet URL here, and that's going to equal, let me get it 1 second, it's going to be all of this. Put that in, plus the tweet ID. So it's just going to add that tweet ID. Where do you get this name from? It's going to be, actually I'm going to use not single quotes, but I'm going to use backticks, because right here, I want to do $, curly bracket, end curly bracket, and inside it, I'm going to put this username, this variable user. So what that does is it's called interpolation, and it's just saying, hey, in this string, where there's $, curly brackets username, put in the text that's up there. Done. Now, there is another way to do this, and I will show you here, just in case you wanted to know. We don't need to use these backticks. We could use quotes, single quote. We could end the quote here, add a plus sign, and instead of interpolation, we just use that username. And then again, plus sign, quote, status, slash, and then quote. So you see these two lines are exactly the same. It's just saying plus username inside of these two strings, and then we're going to add the tweet ID at the end. That's fine as well. But I like this interpolation. It's pretty cool. But you got to make sure you use backticks, not single quotes. So I'm going to not X that out, comment that out, save it, and there you go. So that's how you use this sheet. Make sure you use your own username here. All of these script and the sheet is down below in the description if you're watching this on Better Sheets. If you're not, join.
You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos. Get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.